Welcome in to the Glass House, the site of today's Class 4A state semifinal between the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers and the Bartlett Lady Panthers. We welcome you into Media Row. My name's Jacob Vincent, joined by Noah McKay on today's broadcast, audio only, presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate. We welcome you into the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame shows. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers back into the semifinals, now 3 out of the last 4 years. However, they have not made the championship game, trying to get over that hurdle today, and not an easy hurdle to get over. This Bartlett Panthers squad, 24-11 on the season. However, the biggest squad that they will have faced this season. Not only that, they're going to play about 12 different players in this game. That's what they played in the quarterfinals yesterday, and would imagine they'll play that many today in the semifinals as well if they need to. Definitely a challenge for the Lady Cavaliers today.
Without question, it is a challenge, but you would expect nothing less. You're in the Final Four of Class 4A, the biggest classification in the state of Tennessee. And while it's true, Cookeville has a challenge playing Bartlett today, make no mistake about it. Bartlett has a challenge playing the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers today as well. The way they've been playing on the defensive side of the basketball, making timely shots throughout the postseason. This is a Cookeville team that has proved they belong in the Murphy Center, and they've got a chance today to prove they belong in the state championship game tomorrow night in the Murphy Center.
Lady Cavaliers 25-7 on the season after beating Lincoln County yesterday in the state quarterfinals 49-37. Trailed after the first quarter 14-8. Lincoln County hit 4 threes in that first quarter, and we went, uh-oh, there goes Lincoln County again. And then that Cookeville Lady Cavalier defense, they didn't blink, able to make some adjustments and really get out on those three-point shooters and dominated from the second quarter on. Ended up having a 13-point lead in the fourth quarter and able to hit free throws late in that game. And again, it's Carolee Gilbert leading the way in scoring 19 points, hit a couple of huge threes in the third quarter to put the Lady Cavaliers ahead and build on their lead. And how about Charlie Roby as well? 4 games in a row now in double-figure scoring. We'll hear a little bit more about her from Coach Gillis coming up in a little bit. But still, Charlie Roby, the junior point guard, has been nothing short of phenomenal here in the postseason for the Lady Cavaliers.
She certainly has been, and I thought one of the intangible things from yesterday's victory over Lincoln County, the intensity level that Charlie Roby brought to the floor early. Both her and Callie Reeder, I thought the rest of the team had to rise to their level of intensity that they brought the first few minutes of the game, even when it wasn't going great, particularly on the defensive side of the basketball. They were hustling after loose balls. They were getting after it on the glass. So Charlie Roby's leadership, intensity, and then her basketball skill set as well as a passer, and then she stepped out, hit a huge 3 a day ago as well. She's been critical, and Carolee Gilbert has really been the engine that's made them go. They lose Allie Gillis, their team's leading scorer, with an injury. She's active, but got a soft cast on one of her wrists. The scoring threat is not there. Carolee Gilbert has emerged as a huge scoring threat for this team. You wouldn't expect it looking at her, especially within this matchup today against this huge Bartlett team. But I believe Carolee Gilbert and Charlie Roby's speed could be a factor that leads Cookeville to have an advantage in the game.
The Bartlett Lady Panthers are 24-11 on the season. Don't let those 11 losses deter you. In the first 17 games of the year, they started the season 8-9, but 8 of those 17 games were against out-of-state opponents. They also played Bradley Central, Coffee County, and Cleveland in that stretch, beating Cleveland in that stretch, losing to Bradley Central and Coffee County. The schedule has probably been the best schedule in the state in the 4A classification for this Bartlett Lady Panthers squad. And of course, Lady Cavaliers have played a very tough schedule as well, just a little bit differently here on this half of the state. We mentioned how big they are. They've got 5 players at 6 foot or above listed at 6 foot or above. And again, they will use 12 to 13 players throughout the game today. So we're going to be saying a lot of names for this Lady Panthers squad. And to learn a little bit more about them, let's send it to the interview we got with Coach Gillis just a little bit ago. We're joined now by head coach Jamie Gillis of the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers as they get set to play in the state semifinals here in this 4A tournament in the Murphy Center, taking on a Bartlett Panthers squad that is, to say the least, they're very big. Coming into this contest, they beat Oak Ridge in their semifinal. You guys obviously get the win against Lincoln County 49-37. I'll start it there with your guys' semifinal win. You guys down early in the first quarter. Lincoln County was hitting threes from outside. You guys make adjustments defensively, and really you got on top and never relinquished it after that. What were you proud of from your team in that semifinal, or in the quarterfinal win?
I was just proud of how they played through. You know, when you get to Murfreesboro, you're going to have those jitters and those, butterflies in your stomach. So we came out a little bit shaky, and then once we settled in, we played and we did what we do well. We defended. We got the easy baskets when we could in transition, and then we just they ran our plays and made big shots. Carolee Gilbert just made big shots. Her and Charlie both.
Able to work around a little bit of foul trouble with Callie and Macy Hudson in that first half as well. And you mentioned Carolee Gilbert and then Charlie Roby. Charlie Roby now 4 games in a row. She's been in double figures scoring. We kind of asked her about it in the post game yesterday, just where that confidence has come from. Have you seen anything differently from her? Is it something that she's always had in her?
She's always had it in her. I mean, since middle school. And I think as her coach, and this is our 3rd year together, I've just kind of been waiting for everybody else to see it and for her to just showcase that. She's so talented, and we're going to get pressed a lot today. And I told her, I said, Charlie, just do your thing. And we're going to have turnovers, we're going to have bad missed shots, we're going to have those things. We just got to play through it. And having her do that next play mentality, just if you miss a shot next play, she used to wear those misses on her face and her body language, and she's really worked to change that, and it's really changed her game.
Well, let's talk about the semifinals, a chance to get into the championship tomorrow and taking on a Bartlett squad. I mentioned it, they're very big, and they play a lot of players as well. 12 players played yesterday in the quarterfinals. I mean, you only have 24 hours to get ready for them in this short time span. What has stood out to you in getting ready for this game?
We know that they're going to be good in the post. They're super athletic. They're going to be taller than us at every position. So we just talked a lot today about playing our game and doing the things that we do well. We're going to have to make some adjustments based on their personnel. We had a really good walkthrough today and good film session on what we could see of them in a short amount of time. But I just told our kids, let's focus on us. Let's do what we do well, and hopefully we come out victorious.
Obviously, yesterday, Allie tried to give it a go. Didn't seem like she was really able to stay in there. Is it kind of a touch and go kind of thing today as well with her?
Yeah, she can play. She just can't do a whole lot with that right hand. She can dribble. She can shoot layups, runners. She can't really shoot the three, which is what she's great at. But defensively, she can do what she can, and so we'll see. If we need her today, we'll throw her in there. We'll see.
Coach, I'll leave you with this. What's one thing your team has to do a really good job of to make the championship game tomorrow? Rebound.
We can't give Bartlett second and third chance opportunities. We gotta limit their shots at the basket and make sure we put a body on them and box out. They are very, very good rebounding team. We've got to win the boards.
That's head coach Jamie Gillis with the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Back after this.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in the Murphy Center, it is the Glass House, and it's the Class 4A State Semifinals. The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers 25-7 on the year, taking on the Bartlett Lady Panthers, who are 24-11. We welcome you back into the Hooper Huddleston and Horner Funeral Home pregame show. Let's bring you the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lady Cavaliers of Cookeville under head coach Jamie Gillis. Same starting lineup as yesterday. A junior number 1 is Carolee Gilbert. A senior number 4 is Macy Hudson. Junior number 5, Tanaya Dirtson. A junior number 30 is Charlie Roby. And a senior number 44 is Callie Reeder. For the Bartlett Lady Panthers, who are 24-11 on the season under head coach Wesley Shapley, it'll be the sophomore number 2, Anaya Bailey. A junior number 11 is Kaylin Sheffield. A senior number 12 is Akaya Woods. A senior number 21 is Dakara Ward. And a junior number 31 is Samaya Jones. And again, those first five, they're going to play the majority of the game, the majority of the minutes, but they brought 7 players off the bench yesterday, namely Faye Williams, who led them in scoring with 16 points off the bench and had the go-ahead game winner with 17 seconds to play, as Bartlett was able to beat Oak Ridge yesterday 52-50, trailing most of the game. They got it tied with about 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, and then able to get the win late against Oak Ridge in the quarterfinals. Of course, the Lady Cavaliers win over Lincoln County 49-37.
Cookeville's dressed for a Bartlett funeral today. The blackout jerseys, the fans are blacked out as well. Somebody's going to lose and go home in the Final Four. Cookeville trying to make some history today. They got a chance to do it. They got to handle the size of Bartlett. They got to stay out of foul trouble, take some charges against Bartlett as they try to drive the lane, make critical threes. Probably going to have to get in that zone defense that we've seen a bit at times throughout this season for Jamie Gillis. It's not her number one choice, but it's probably going to be her necessary choice this evening.
At the end of that interview with Coach Gillis, she said the one thing they have to do a good job of, rebound the basketball. You cannot give second chance opportunities to this Bartlett team. If you have a good possession defensively, you have to rebound and finish that defensive possession out. And then obviously you got to make your shots at the other end. The Lady Cavaliers in their road black uniforms with Lady Cavs in script across the front of the chest. We'll be moving from left to right as you listen and visualize this contest. The Bartlett Lady Panthers in their home whites moving from right to left with Bartlett across the front in script as well. The officials ready. We are ready. And underway in the Glass House. Tip will be controlled by the Lady Cavaliers. Carolee Gilbert will bring it across the timeline right up the middle. She drives inside, cut off, and will pull it back out on the perimeter and back up top to Charlie Roby. Just getting underway here in Murfreesboro. Class 4A state semifinals. Roby inside, right hand high off the window, no. Rebound brought down by Bartlett into the hands of Dakara Ward. And will now throw it ahead on the left wing. Here's Sheffield. Sheffield, a left wing three on the way is no good. She takes the most amount of shots for this offense. But the most consistent scorer is Faye Williams, who'll be coming off the bench here in a little bit.
And Cookeville needs Bartlett to not rein in threes today because them shooting threes is better than them driving the lane with their height advantage that they have. They also have Macy Hudson, Callie Reeder inside, Tania Dirksen as well. They all need to stand really tall, play higher than their height.
Here's Ward on the right wing looking inside to Jones. Now kicks on the wing on to Woods for a three try. That's deep, no good, and out of bounds, and it belongs to Cookeville. So a couple of missed threes, both times going out of bounds on the rebound try. And Bartlett, a team that will press you at 94 feet. That's what they're going to do here on this college-length floor at NTSU. Carolee Gilbert brings it across and ahead to Macy Hudson into the front court. Right back to Gilbert, the floater in the lane. Short, no good. Rebound fought for on the baseline and out of bounds. It's going to belong with the Lady Cavaliers underneath.
And Coach Gillis said something in the post-game press conference yesterday after their victory. Said, we like to run. And so Bartlett going to give them an opportunity to run with that press. You saw Carolee break it pretty easily. Just didn't get the runner to fall. It's going to be a lot of runners as opposed to layups in this game.
They inbound to Charlie Roby, top of the key. She puts it on the deck with the right hand and around to Macy Hudson. Hudson looks at the defense. 7:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Here is Carolee Gilbert, top of the perimeter. Gilbert gives to Roby now on that right wing side, being guarded tightly by Bailey. One of their sophomores, but a leader on this team for Bartlett. Roby inside, turnaround right hand, no good in the lane, out of bounds. And it's going to Bartlett the other way. So a couple of good looks inside, just couldn't get the finishes. 6:51 remaining here in the first quarter, no score from either side.
And three good looks early on, to your point, Jacob, for Cookeville, but going to have to get them to fall, maybe use the glass a little bit more.
A little full court pressure from the Lady Cavaliers as well. Bartlett able to break it easily. Sheffield will give it back to Bailey. Will set up the offense here for the Lady Panthers. 6:40 remaining here in the first quarter, no score from either side. A couple of missed shots on both sides. Top of the key pass. This is Sheffield with the basketball. We'll give it around. Into the corner. Bailey fires away a three. That one rattles home. Anaya Bailey knocks it down, and Bartlett on top 3-0 early on. 6:24 to go in the first. Hudson at the half-court line. Bounces to Roby into the front court. Roby rattles around to the top of the key. Carolee Gilbert fakes it three. Hudson will fire the three from the right wing. It's short, no good. And the rebound down to Samaya Jones for the Panthers.
Cookeville's had four good looks. That's their first three-point attempt. They've all been good looks. None of them have gone. Going to have to really rely on the defense till the seal breaks over there on that rim.
6 minutes remaining here in the first post pass inside for Jones. The turnaround, no, and a great box out inside for the Lady Cavaliers after the shot was short.
Great help defense there for Cookeville. Three different Lady Cavs right there on the low block, making life very difficult. No easy turning shot.
Here is Carolee Gilbert with the basketball now for the Lady Cavaliers on offense. Looking down low to Reeder in the post on the left block, turning around into the defense, going up, and she will be fouled by Samaya Jones. Jones listed at 6'1". Looks like she towers over Callie Reeder, but commits the first foul, and Callie Reeder will be at the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
Good technique beats height every day of the week. Callie Reeder has great technique down there in the low block. Hopefully that frees up Cookeville to throw it to her a little bit more as she starts to convert down there.
And she hits the first free throw. That's the first point of the night for the Lady Cavaliers. It's 3-1 with 5:39 remaining here in the first.
You're talking to the guy who was the 6'4" post in Texas high school basketball. You got to figure out how to post people up. Callie Reeder knows how to post people up.
That one a little bit short on the second try. 1 for 2 from the line. It's 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Still 3-1. Bartlett on top with the basketball, moving from right to left. Takara Ward was trying to post up at the free throw line. Again, a lot of size. They've got 2 post players inside right now with Ward and Jones, both listed at 6'1" and 6'2". Here on the right wing pass into the hands of Woods. Woods will give top of the key. Ward thought about a 3, looking inside.
Yep.
Now she will take the 3. That one is banked in off the window.
And I don't care. You want her to take that 3. Get comfortable. 1 3 there. Take about 8 more of them. If you make them all, congratulations. You win the basketball game. I take my chances there if I'm Cookeville.
Cookeville back with the basketball, trailing 6-1. 4:59 to play here in the first. This is Hudson with it on the right wing. Screen set by Reeder. Hudson a high dribble and just kind of got away from her. It's a turnover by the Lady Cavaliers. And Bartlett will get the basketball back. And here comes Allie Gillis to the scores table for the first time today. We saw her come in for just a couple of minutes yesterday. And she had to come out. And again, when she comes in, mainly out there defensively. She can handle the basketball a little bit. And Coach Gillis was saying she can kind of shoot it in the lane, maybe on some runners and layups. But the jump shot, not quite there. Carolee Gilbert, though, creates a turnover. Gilbert inside, left hand down, and the first field goal for the Lady Cavaliers makes it 6-3 with 4:38 to play here in the first.
Carolee Gilbert. You need a bucket. She gets a bucket. Now a steal for Cookeville. Guess who got it? Carolee Gilbert.
Another turnover in the full court press. Gilbert's got the basketball in the front court. Top of the key, driving in, tied up, and a foul called on the Lady Panthers. Is this going on Ward or Sheffield?
Well, I said yesterday, I'll be equal opportunity. I don't know about that one. Looked like it may have been ball, but it was in Cookeville's favor, so good call strikes.
They called it on Woods. It's her first, and the first couple of subs check into the ball game in the form of Zoe Richter and Faye Williams.
And they're huge.
A lot of size. I mentioned it, 5 different players listed at 6 foot or above. Here's Charlie Roby on the inbounds, gets to the free throw line, backs it up, being guarded by Bailey tightly. 4:20 remaining first quarter. Roby a screen to the right wing. Now a double team on her, able to dribble out of it. Needs to get rid of the basketball, throws to Gillis in the corner. She's going to try a 3. Off the side of the backboard, no good, and the rebound down to the Lady Panthers.
I love Allie Gillis' confidence to shoot that one, and it's just missing off the side of the backboard.
Probably didn't realize that she can't quite feel her hand right now.
Exactly. Yeah, but, I mean, you got to make them at least respect you to come out here and put a hand in your face.
3:56 remaining here in the first quarter. Still a 6-3 lead for the Lady Panthers. They've got the basketball. This is Woods with it. We'll throw it to Jones. Now inside pass for Williams. Kick it back out. Woods got open on the wing for a 3 try. It's good. Cashed it home from the left side. Woods has her first bucket and 3 made threes here in the first quarter. That one poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Panthers. It'll stay with Cookeville on the far sideline. 3:38 remaining here in the first quarter, and the Lady Cavs down 9-3.
Yeah, and I need a bucket here if I'm Cookeville because that 3 you're less happy with. It's a result of the help defense you have to bring inside. All those Lady Cav defenders collapse, and it allows the shooters to be wide open. Do not want to see them start seeing it go through the twine.
3:34 to go first quarter. Roby drives, kicks to Gilbert on the right wing. Lady Cavaliers on offense. Cookeville, here is Gilbert. Trying to get past Woods, gets to the free throw line, stops, spins around, throws it up with the right hand off the window, too strong. And the rebound brought in by Bartlett. They've got the basketball again with 3:17 to go here in the first. Across the timeline comes Bailey with the ball in her hands, right side. Drives in on Roby, and a foul called on Charlie Roby on the floor.
Yeah, Roby that time trying to seal off the baseline, but lost a little bit of position, got in front. Cookeville going to have to start stacking some stops here very early. No reason to panic here, but you're not getting much on your offensive side of the ball, and Bartlett's starting to get into their set. So a nice steal, a transition opportunity could really help settle you in.
Cookeville 1 for 7 from the field to start this ball game. They trail by 6, 3:11 to play here in the first. Bartlett the inbounds underneath their own basket. Bailey's got it between the circles. Will set up the offense for the Lady Panthers. We'll send another sub to the scores table, and Kayla Willis. Beg your pardon, that's Layla Willis. Here is Bailey on the drive, dumps it off to Jones, wide open, puts it up and in for 2. Samaya Jones, her first bucket. Callie Reeder went over to help and left Jones open on the opposite block.
Jamie Gillis wants timeout, and she's upset. The screen's at the top of the key, back and forth. She feels like her player is getting held as she turns around on that screen. It's not your typical moving screen, but regardless, right now an 8-point deficit. Cookeville probably a good timeout, try to settle things down.
11-3 the score. Bartlett on top with 2:49 to play here in the first quarter. Timeout, Lady Cavaliers is a 30-second timeout. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. And Noah is doing the scoreboard today, so if it's just a little bit off, bear with us. No Madison McKay today. She was helping us out doing some baseball with Tim Scruggs over on UCR2. Upperman baseball taking on Kingston. 11-3 out of the timeout. Cookeville basketball trailing by 8. 2:43 remaining first quarter. Here is Kendall McLeod for the first time into the ball game with it on the right wing. Picks up her dribble, throws to Hudson, top of the key. She'll put it on the deck with the right hand, and around it goes to Charlie Roby. Roby driving on Bailey, spinning to the lane. The right-hand floater rattles home. Good shot by Charlie Roby, and she's got her first bucket of the day.
A reality of the matchup, Cookeville's going to have to make tough shots. They finally get one to go there with Charlie Roby.
2:19 remaining first quarter, down by 6. Here is Willis with the basketball for the first time off the bench for Bartlett. She'll take the 17-foot jumper, missed it short, and Reader the rebound for the Lady Cavaliers.
And the officials did not reward the flop on the end of the shot, so that's a good sign early.
Kendall McLeod will bring it across the timeline and try to set up the offense as she drives it right side, throws to Hudson. Here's Carolee Gilbert now beyond the three-point line, top of the key, has Woods in front of her, drives left side, gets inside, left hand is blocked out of there. Woods able to recover from behind and also is being tracked down by Takara Ward. I beg your pardon, that was Faye Williams as well. Tonight, Erkson checks in for McLeod. It's Cookeville basketball underneath the basket, right baseline side. 1:53 to play first quarter, trailing by 6. Inbound to Reader in the corner right side. Reader puts it on the deck. Backdoor cut by Roby. Cuts inside. Right hand. No good. Rebound down to Hudson. She is blocked. Roby's got it underneath. Now tries to throw it back out to a teammate. It's loose on the ground. A fight for the basketball. And Bartlett comes up with it. 1:35 to go first quarter. Back the other way on the left wing. Woods open for a three try. It's good. Fourth made 3 of the first quarter. Where have we heard that before? Lady Cavaliers gave up 4 made triples in the first quarter to Lincoln County yesterday. Trailed 14-8 after the first. 1:18 to go. Gilbert inside is going to travel with the basketball. Trying to get away from the defender. Couldn't quite stop as their feet kind of shuffled out from underneath her. Turnover, Lady Cavaliers. Bartlett basketball with 1:16 to go first quarter, up 14-5.
Yeah, I don't love it right now. Not a lot's going right for Cookeville in this game. The matchup, where the weaknesses are within the matchups, hurting them. Another open 3 ball on the way.
And they knock it down. Layla Willis this time. 5 for 7 are the Lady Panthers here in the first quarter from downtown. They lead 17-5 with 1 minute remaining. Charlie Roby with the basketball now, looking to Hudson, who's in the post. Trying to put it up on the right, and a blocking foul called inside as Layla Willis, the mismatch inside. One of the few mismatches the Lady Cavaliers will have inside.
Well, the sniper up in the rafters returned, and that time she got tagged with a block because of it. Hudson grazed her with some contact, and it was down like a sack of potatoes.
Subs coming in. Allie Gillis back in for Charlie Roby for the short rest with 52.8 seconds to play in the first quarter. Checking in for Bartlett is Kaylin Sheffield back into the game. 17-5 lead for Bartlett early on. Last few seconds of this first quarter. Here is Macy Hudson on the left wing after the inbound. Skip past a Reader inside to Dirksen. Has a double team. Trying to step out of it. Stolen away, but a foul called on the Lady Panthers.
It's a fortunate break for Cookeville. Dirksen. One dribble's okay. The second one, the help is coming, and the help came around and ripped at the basketball, but they say they also got her arm. Next one could send Cookeville to the line. Some free throws would certainly help down 12.
Rickster picks up the foul. She will come out, and that means Jones and Ward are back in. The starting post players. They've got like 5 or 6 of them. The inbound to Hudson here on the right wing. 40 seconds to play first quarter. Gilbert almost shot it from 30 feet away. Now she gets inside. Blocked out of there again by Samaya Jones. It's a very athletic and a very tall Bartlett squad. They've got 2 or 3 blocks already here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's the weak side defender coming up through the lane, skying up above Carolee Gilbert to swat it out of play. And that's an aggressive swat for Bartlett.
Still 35 seconds remaining here in the first. Backdoor to Roby inside, puts it in for 2. Great cut by Charlie Roby to the basket. And a big bucket for the Lady Cavaliers. They trail by 10. 27 seconds remaining first quarter. Here is Sheffield on the left wing for the Lady Panthers. Around it goes. Bailey with the basketball. Throws it inside. Jones at the elbow. Right back to Sheffield on the wing for a three. Try. Missed it that time. Rebound Roby. 13 seconds for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers. Roby trying to push ahead. Being ridden by Sheffield. Gets to the free throw line. Back out Gilbert. Three try off the mark. Rebound down to the Panthers with 4 seconds. And a foul whistled on Allie Gillis, who tried to poke the basketball away. Not a bad foul with 3.2 seconds on the clock, but Bartlett will be able to get it set up now.
Usually you don't want to foul on Allie Gillis, but in this situation, I don't think that hurts you at all.
Bartlett inbounds. Jones catches. 1 second. She stepped out of bounds. No, she traveled. So it'll be a turnover, but 0.6 on the clock for the Lady Cavaliers. They'll take it out in front of their bench on the far sideline right across from us.
Catch and fire. That's all you got enough time for.
Roby standing on the MT logo near midcourt. So is Carolee Gilbert. It's a baseball throw for Reeder. I don't think she touched it.
She did. It went flicked off.
Barely touched it. And it goes out of bounds, and that is the end of the first quarter. The Lady Cavaliers, some work to do. They trail 17-7. You're listening to the Class 4A State Semifinals presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back here. It's actually not the end of the first quarter because they put 0.6 back on the clock. Bartlett inbounds. They got it away in time, and now we have reached the end of the first quarter, so we'll do it again. Back after this on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear DJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Getting started in the second quarter, the Lady Cavaliers trail 17-7, and will be Bartlett basketball moving from right to left as you listen and visualize here in the Class 4A State Semifinals. Lady Cavaliers winning their quarterfinal matchup 49-37 against Lincoln County yesterday. Bartlett beating Oak Ridge 52-50. A go-ahead bucket with 17 seconds to play from Faye Williams. Hadn't played a whole lot to start this game. She's in right now to start the second quarter. On the right wing pass, Woods picked off by Gilbert. Gillis has the basketball now for the Lady Cavaliers. Stops for a second, pulls it back out. Here's Gilbert on the right wing. Inside Hudson, wide open underneath, puts it in for 2.
Great job in transition by Macy Hudson, recognizing her man does not know where she is. Just parks it on the low block. Good feed from Carolee. Back to single digits.
First 30 seconds of this second quarter. It's an 8-point ball game. Sheffield driving inside, tried to dump it off, and Reeder poked it away. A steal again by the Lady Cavaliers.
Yeah, tried to get that little head fake, and Callie Reeder was not fooled. Stayed right there in the passing lane for the steal.
Lady Cavaliers, a good start to this second frame, trailing by 8. Roby's got the basketball and will set up an offense with 7:05 on the timer in the second. Bounce past Gillis left wing. She looks inside. Here's Hudson, top of the key. Now around to Roby right side. Reeder trying to post up. Gilbert's got it top of the perimeter, and she traveled. Had the defense right on her left hip. Didn't quite know what she wanted to do with the basketball, and it's a turnover by the Lady Cavaliers. And back to Bartlett with 6:56 remaining here in the second. Subs coming in. Tonight, Erkson for Cookeville, and checking back in is Rickster for Bartlett will come in for Faye Williams. Hudson heads to the bench for the Lady Cavs.
And some students didn't like the call. It's definitely a travel.
Yeah.
No question.
This little 2-2-1 kind of token pressure at three-quarter court, trying to slow down this Bartlett defense and creates yet another turnover. That's already for Bartlett, turnover-wise, up to 6 on the ball game.
And 3 in the last minute and 4 seconds. And again, Cookeville, the one area you look at with the height or lack thereof, the speed element that Cookeville could have, you try to speed up this Bartlett team in the half court.
They were playing 3 post players yesterday, not able to do that because of the speed for the Lady Cavaliers, and now a foul whistled on the Lady Panthers because of that speed. Carolee Gilbert able to get past the initial defender and draws a foul from Micaiah Woods, her second.
Much better start energy-wise. Cookeville got a little bit flat there when Bartlett went on their run. Jamie Gillis able to have a nice conversation there. Settle in. Still 24 minutes of basketball to be played. You just got to keep playing.
And again, Bartlett was red hot in that first quarter shooting the basketball. They haven't attempted a shot yet in the second quarter. 6:30 remaining. It's Cookeville basketball. Roby spinning in the lane, had it stripped free. Good help defense by Woods, who poked it away. 6:22 to go, second quarter. Bailey with the basketball in her hands up that right side, being hounded by Allie Gillis. Now trying to drive at the free throw line, kicks in the corner. This is Sheffield with the basketball, right back to Bailey. Trying to back it up, Jones inside, and now able to get out of the lane. She was posting up on Reeder. Now gets the high post entry at the elbow. Posts up on Reeder, trying to back down, had it stripped by Dirksen. Now a double team, back out top. Bailey an open 3 on the way. Short, no good, but an offensive board for Jones. She'll go back up and find 2 points.
Yeah, Cookeville needs Callie Reeder to lock down that rebound and now just throw it right to the other team.
Threw it away. Bailey stepped in front of the pass, and then at the other end, Reeder and Jones getting tied up. And Callie Reeder's going to be hit with her first foul.
Reeder was trying to hold that position in transition. They were going to hit that quick post up. She knew it, and too much contact. But, yeah, that Cookeville, that offensive rebound was a lack of positioning, not a lack of size, and that's what they can afford to have because you're naturally going to give up some of those rebounds already.
Just their second offensive board here in the first half. Cookeville actually has 4. They lead in the category. It's a 10-point lead, but a left-handed runner is down and good for Kaylin Sheffield. And now 21-9 the advantage for the Lady Panthers with 5:36 to play here in the second quarter. Cookeville back with it. Gilbert brings it across the timeline, drives inside, spins around, tried to throw it across the lane to Dirksen, tipped around, and Dirksen's got it. Now Gilbert out of bounds, and it's staying with Cookeville on the near sideline down to our right in the front court. Roby back in, Gillis comes out, 5:25 remaining second quarter. 21-9 advantage for the Lady Panthers here in the semifinals. Winner will play in the championship tomorrow at 6:30 against the winner of Bradley Central and Beard. Deep 3 by Gilbert off the mark. Rebound tipped around in the hands of the Panthers. Throw it ahead. Out in front is Woods. Woods will be fouled by Carolee Gilbert.
And if you're going to foul, that's the way to do it. 2 hands around the body. You're going to have to earn it at the line. Bartlett wants it intentional. That's not what the rule is for, sir.
Came down on the basketball.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
So Carolee Gilbert is tagged with her first foul. Going to the line will be Akaya Woods with 5:12 to play in the quarter.
And the official on the other side is going to warn the Bartlett coach who's asking for an intentional, which is an unnecessary warning, but it's also not an intentional foul. We saw an intentional foul yesterday.
Yeah, tonight Dirksen felt that intentional foul
yesterday.
Got
destroyed.
But Coach Wesley Shapley gets warned, and he's not out of the coach's box, so unless it was just
we've seen in this tournament that there's been some warnings and a tech that is crazy, so who knows what will happen today.
Kaya Woods taking her time at the line here on free throw number 1. She knocks it down. Kind of an interesting setup there. She gets the basketball, puts it on her hip for 2 or 3 seconds, and of course you only get 10 at the line. But able to get it up there in time and knocks down the first.
Cookeville's got to figure out a way to get some offense working here. They've made some turnovers. They've had some success on defense against a very explosive offense.
Second free throw deep and a rebound to Roby. Lady Cavaliers have the basketball trailing 22-9. Roby on the run. Transition. Throws it up. Got it to go and a foul. Charlie Roby going to the line for 1.
Right on cue. Charlie Roby wastes no time. Doesn't let Bartlett set up. Gets down the floor and finishes the and 1.
Foul whistled on Anaya Bailey, the sophomore's first. 5:06 remaining second quarter, and Roby will be at the line to try to cut it to a 10-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Lady Panthers were on a 7-0 run before that bucket by Charlie Roby. And she completes the 3-point play at the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. 22-12, 5:04 to play second quarter as the Lady Cavaliers continue to try to chip away at the lead of the Lady Panthers. Here is Bailey on the right wing, picked up by Gilbert. Now looking for help. The sophomore looking all around, almost traveled with it, got it away to Rickster. She's in trouble, falling to the ground, and a foul called on Carolee Gilbert. Looked like she may have tied up the basketball.
She did, but she also committed about 4 or 5 fouls in the last 10 seconds that weren't called, so you can't really be that upset about it. They were letting a lot of contact go, and then I think she ultimately did get the ball, but you know, it's okay.
It's the second foul on Gilbert. She will take a rest. Lily McCarter is into the ball game for the Lady Cavaliers. 4:44 to go, second quarter. Up by 10 are the Panthers with the basketball. Rickster stolen away by McCarter, but then stolen right back by Woods. Roby had it poked from behind. Here's Bailey, top of the key now with the basketball for the Panthers. On offense, Bartlett again, up by 10. Skip past Woods, 3 on the way. Woods has it. Akalia Woods has a great start here in the first half, already in double figures with 10 points. And it's 25-12. All Bartlett here in the first half, 4:18 to go. McLeod will throw to Hudson down in the deep right corner. Tried to get it into McCarter and turned it over. A dangerous pass. And then a jump ball. The Lady Cavaliers were fortunately able to tie it up and keep possession. Bartlett has made their last 4 shots, and they are shooting a blistering 63% from the field and are 6 of 10 from downtown.
In the last play, it was all designed to get back there. She was camped on the wing, skipped it across, immediately skips right back. She never had to flinch, triggering that 3.
McLeod will inbound right baseline side, 4:10 to play here in the second quarter. Lady Cavs trail by 13. Reeder with the basketball will throw it to Roby out between the circles. She'll set it up now, trying to drive, spin to the free throw line, throw it to Reeder on the right wing, fakes the 3, drives inside, and we've got a foul call on the Lady Panthers. So Bartlett picks up another one, and this one is going on Rickster. It's her second.
And Cookeville's done a good job inside, but they've only attempted 5 field goals inside the 3-point arc, and so the adjustment's going to have to come to close out on these shooters. They're shooting 60% from 3-point land, and if they do that for the next 2.5 quarters, there's no chance.
The foul was actually whistled on Samaya Jones. It was her second, not Rickster's. Here's Roby driving inside, kick out. Dirksen on the perimeter left side and stolen away into the hands of Aaliyah Davis, who was checked in for the first time, and right back to Roby with the basketball now.
Dirksen poked that one free from behind. It was a great play.
Gillis bounce past Roby. Left wing 3 on the way. Couldn't bank it in. Rattles out. Reeder, the offensive board, trying to go back up. Left hand short, no good. And the rebound down to the Lady Panthers. Jones has it in a double team and able to pass out. Here comes Bartlett, 3:31 remaining second quarter. And a foul whistled on Lily McCarter in transition. That'll be her first with 3:28 remaining here in the first half. Bartlett leads it 25-12.
Yeah, the 4th team foul. Next one sends Bartlett to the line. They got to love how they sit right now. Cookeville needs to stack some stops together. I don't know if they've gotten 2 stops in a row together all night long.
The inbound in the middle of the lane to Williams, trying to go up with the right hand. Missed it short. Good defense by Reeder. The rebound, loose on the ground. Jones has it. Bartlett with it. Underneath, Sheffield throws on the wing. 3 on the way. Woods missed that one short. And a foul called on Faye Williams. We're going the other way.
And that was great effort by Allie Gillis to start the sequence going after the rebound, but she couldn't go after it with 2 hands, so she was just kind of pawing at it. It ended up loose with Bartlett. They missed the 3, and now the foul the other way. Now they have 14 fouls.
Faye Williams picks it up. It's her first. Rickster comes in for Woods, so now they're going with the 3 bigs with Rickster, Williams, and Jones. And then they've got Davis and Sheffield, the 2 guards on the floor for the Lady Panthers. Lady Cavalier basketball trailing by 13. Roby with it across the timeline. Driving inside on Davis, threw it up, missed it, and the rebound ripped down by Bartlett. 3:04 to go here, second quarter, and the Lady Cavaliers struggling from the field. Now 5 of 20 from the field here in the ball game.
I know she has 2 fouls, but I think it may be time for Carolee Gilbert to return to this floor. They need her offensive presence immediately.
Down by 13, 2:50 remaining second quarter. This is Williams at the post, had it poked free by McLeod, got it back and threw it high off the window and down. A tough finish over the top of Callie Reeder. Charlie Roby with the basketball now the other way. Lady Cavaliers on offense, 2:35 to go second quarter. This is Gillis from the right wing. Trying to drive on Williams. Spins in the lane to a double team. Spinning back to the right side. Couldn't get the finish. And the rebound down to the Panthers again. Here they come up 27-12. Rickster in transition. Throws it up. Missed it short. It was an air ball. And Gilbert and Hudson right to the scores table for Cookeville because they need offense in a hurry. 2:15 to go second quarter. They're on offense. McLeod into the corner. Gillis. She'll try the 3 again. That time short. It looked much better. And the rebound lost out of bounds by Bartlett. It's going to stick. Okay, it's going to stay with the Lady Cavaliers. He initially pointed to Bartlett. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers.
He gave them my bad afterwards.
27-12 lead for Bartlett here in the state semifinals. They've made the championship game the last 2 years where they have fallen to Bradley Central. And
will again.
Whoever makes it to the championship game. Here's Hudson on the inbounds, gets it to go off the window and over a newly checked in player for Bartlett and Harmony Brooks, who has checked in for the first time. Macy Hudson finds her second bucket here in the second quarter.
4 points for Cookeville on inbounds passes. They've been good there. Get a stop, build some momentum in the final 2 minutes.
27-14, they trail. Jumper on the way from Sheffield is good. It's a deep two for Kaylin Sheffield. Her second bucket of the quarter as well. Back to a 15-point advantage for the Lady Panthers.
If they're going to let blatant moving screens go as clear-outs, Cookeville has no chance. I mean, that was blatant, and it led to a wide open two.
29-14, Gilbert lets it fly from downtown, missed it short. Rebound. Hudson ties it up underneath, and the ball will belong to the Lady Panthers with 1:26 remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, right now I look at the stat sheet, and the biggest difference in the game. 0-7 from three-point land for Cookeville, 6 of 11 for Bartlett. That's a good 18-point gap right there, and you see a 15-point gap on the scoreboard.
Cookeville won for their last 7, 6 of 24 from the field overall. They trail 29-14 with 1:25 to play here in the first half. Bailey will bring it ahead across the timeline for the Lady Panthers. Bartlett on offense, being guarded tightly by Gilbert, in with 2 fouls. Bailey gets past, stripped away. Gilbert couldn't go for it because she had those 2 fouls. Roby now picks her up. Bailey inside, lost the basketball. Good defense by Roby. Cookeville basketball trailing by 15. 1 minute remaining second quarter. Roby in transition with the right hand off the window, too strong. Tip out rebound in the hands of Carolee Gilbert. Cookeville with a retry. Kick it out, Roby. 3 from the right wing. That one won't go. And the rebound brought down by Bartlett. And ahead it comes into the hands of Davis. Aaliyah Davis with the basketball in her hands. Here's Bailey now top of the key. Thought about a deep 3. Now throws inside. Woods puts it up. Couldn't get it to fall. And the rebound down to Hudson. Roby throws ahead. Carolee Gilbert's got it on the left wing. 31 seconds remaining. Second quarter. Still trailing by 15. Carolee Gilbert top of the key. Around a double team. Throws to McLeod. Hudson wide open on the left wing. Couldn't get it there. Now she has it. 20 seconds. Hudson drives and she'll be fouled. Going to be fouled by Aaliyah Davis. Her first. And it'll be 2 free throws here for Macy Hudson as well. Big opponent. That's not on Aaliyah Davis. That's on Harmony Brooks, her first. And Macy Hudson at the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line with 19 seconds to play here in the second frame.
Lady Cavs have missed a ton of wide open looks. 3 balls that usually go for them. Another free throw misses. They're fortunate to only be down 15 right now. Truly, you miss the amount of shots you've missed against a team that's shooting over 50% from everywhere. That's problematic. They're not out of this game. Going to have to find a way to start making shots.
52% from the field are the Lady Panthers. They're also 6 of 11 from downtown. Cookeville 23% from the field and 0 for 8 from downtown. The first free throw from Hudson missed. The second one is good. She splits a pair and makes it 29-15 with 19 seconds to play here in the second quarter. Bartlett basketball leading by 14 points. On the drive, Sheffield dumps it off, turned it over. Dirksen has it now for the Lady Cavaliers. Here comes Roby across the timeline, 8 seconds. Roby inside, right-hand runner, short. Rebound Reeder, trying to tip it back up. She didn't realize she had time. Rebound down to Bartlett with 1 second. Bailey did not get it away in time, and we have reached halftime. 29-15, the score in favor of the Bartlett Lady Panthers. 1 half to decide a winner who's moving on to the state championship game. Back after this, 29-15 our score. You're listening to the Class 4A State Semifinals presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares? What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day. What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement. And start a career where memories start with you.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Welcome back into the Glass House. Our score 29-15 at halftime. This is the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. Well, the Lady Cavaliers probably feel like they should be in this basketball game. They have not shot the basketball well in that first half. Just 21% from the field, 0 for 8 from downtown. 3 of 5 from the free throw line. They trail by 14 points. Conversely, Bartlett has shot the basketball very well. They're 52% from the field and 6 of 11 from downtown. That's really the big discrepancy in this ball game right now. Hasn't necessarily been the size.
If I block out the top line of this stat sheet, which is the score, and I read 21% from the field, 0 for 8 from three-point land, 60% at the line. And on the other side, 52% from the field, 54% from three-point land. I'd say this game is in running clock territory. And it's not in running clock territory. It's lopsided, a 14-point lead, but certainly we've seen bigger deficits overcame in this state tournament, in the state tournament, I should say. But for Cookeville, it has to start with making shots. They've had pretty good looks that haven't gone. We expected them to need to make tough shots to win this game. That's probably still the case. But if you can't make the easy ones, the wide open threes, the layups in transition, you can't beat a team like Bartlett in a state tournament. So that's order of business number one. And I think that gives Jamie Gillis an opportunity in her locker room to say, just calm down.
Yep.
It's nothing that the opponent is doing to you. You didn't give them an opportunity to do those things to you. It's about taking a deep breath, not clanking it off the backboard when you're driving in and trying to make a layup because you're concerned about them coming over the top. They come over the top, swat it out of play, then we throw it in and go play again. I think that's the message right now for Jamie Gillis. You can win this basketball game, but to do so, you got to take care of the things that you typically take care of as the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers.
The big factors when you're playing against a bigger team are rebounding and points in the paint. Well, Cookeville actually leads in points in the paint. 12 of their 15 have come in the paint. They lead that category 12-10. They are being out-rebounded, but only by 2 rebounds, 18-16. And offensive rebounds for the Lady Cavaliers in that first half. They actually have more offensive rebounds in that first half. So, again, they're rebounding the basketball. They're out-rebounding them offensively, 8-3. But, again, just haven't been able to hit the open shots. And for the Lady Cavaliers, they're trying to make their first-ever state championship game. They've been in this semifinal round 3 times over the last 4 years. The first 2 times, fell to Farragut 65-53 in 2022. In 2023, they fell to Bradley Central, the eventual state champions, 59-43. They're going to have to do it in big comeback fashion in the second half if they're going to make the state championship game tomorrow at 6:30 against the winner of Bearden and Bradley Central. 3 minutes to go until the second half. Our score, 29-15. This has been the Happy Hiller Halftime Show. Visit happyhiller.com for all your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical problems today. That's happyhiller.com. Back after this on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Iron Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Iron Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Discover the stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
Back here at the Glass House, just about to get underway in the second half. The Lady Cavaliers trail in the state semifinals, 29-15. Jacob Vincent joined by Noah McKay here on Media Row. Sideline of the courts here at the Murphy Center, MTSU. Awesome facility, as it's been here for years and years and years. Has it ever not been played here at the Murphy Center?
Oh, it has in history.
At
There was a while it was played at Vanderbilt.
Okay.
It's been played a few different places, but the Glass House, does have a certain aura about it. And finishing the season in the Glass House is everybody's goal for all these kids their entire lives.
It's always a lot of fun for us. The Lady Cavaliers are going to try to make it even more fun here in the second half underway. They're on offense, moving from right to left. Carolee Gilbert's got the basketball on the top of the key. Gets a screen, drives in, and mid-range jumper, missed it short. And the rebound down to Samia Jones. So what plagued them in the first half continues so far in the second half. Pass down low, and a turnaround shot up and in for Dakara Ward, who got it inside, and an easy transition bucket for the Lady Panthers. They lead 31-15. Charlie Roby with the basketball now, sets up the offense for the Lady Cavaliers between the circles. Throws to Dirksen here on the near side, right in front of us, left wing side. Now Macy Hudson around, back to Carolee Gilbert. Lady Cavaliers trail by 16. It's the biggest lead of the night for the Lady Panthers. Charlie Roby trying to set it up.
That
they
is
are
not
counting.
closely guarded.
That was almost a turnover and a foul whistled on Bartlett. It's going on Anaya Bailey, her second.
I mean, she was standing next to us. Were we closely guarded?
Going to be an arm's length, right?
It's
maybe
arm.
3 arms.
It's 6 foot radius is technically what it is, but nobody has ever used that phrase ever.
So 2 arms essentially. Pass over the top for Hudson inside. Got good position, but that's a heck of a block inside by Sheffield to poke it away from Hudson. 31-15, Bartlett back with the basketball. 6:54 to go, third quarter. Jones has it on the right wing, throws top of the key, Sheffield. Sheffield will hand it back to Bailey, who sets up the offense as Coach Shapley barks out the instructions. Now Ward on the top of the perimeter, looking inside. Jones had position, but threw it into the hands of Reeder.
Callie Reeder's had 3 steals in this game in passing lanes, just really high basketball IQ plays.
6:34 to go, third quarter. The Lady Cavaliers trying to get the offense going. Dirkson's got it on the left wing, throws to Gilbert on the logo. Now she'll back it up towards midcourt.
Somebody has to make a shot in a black jersey.
Gilbert from 14 feet on the way. Missed it short, got her on rebound. Back up from the baseline is good. Got her on rebound and put it right back up and scores. 31-17, 6:12 to play, third quarter. Ahead to Ward, breaks the press of the Lady Cavaliers. Bartlett with the basketball on offense. Here's Bailey, nobody on her. Now picked up by Gilbert, trying to get inside.
Travel.
Throws up with the left hand, missed it short. And the rebound down to Carolee Gilbert. Poked from behind and stolen away by Bailey. Gilbert a little shaken up on the floor, and the shot put up and in by Woods, as she's got 12 points in the contest. Gilbert quickly at the other end, poked from behind and out of bounds. It's staying with Cookeville underneath. 5:47 to play here in the third quarter. They'll inbound on the baseline.
To answer a question in the comments, York did win. York rolled. Reese Beatty put on a show. 31, and Van Buren County came back in dramatic fashion. 30 for Netherton, who we are going to be talking about more next year.
Inbound Macy Hudson up and in for 2. They've got their buckets, but now they need some stops. They're just matching Bartlett right now, and you can't do that if you're going to come back. 5:38 to play, third quarter.
No, but I'll take some shots.
Absolutely.
I mean, I will. This is okay for a couple minutes.
Deep 2 on the way from Jones and banks it in. It's that kind of night for the Lady Panthers.
I mean, she missed that by 5 feet, and it banked in.
35-19, they lead with 5:20 remaining here in the third. It's as bad as it has been for Cookeville shooting. It's been that good for the Lady Panthers, now shooting 56% from the floor. Here's Charlie Roby with the basketball on offense. A couple of screens set. Can't get away from Bailey. Now she does. Gets inside the lane. Lost the basketball. And it's staying with Cookeville underneath. It was poked from behind by Bailey. Sub coming in for Bartlett will be Rickster. Second straight year we've had Cookeville Bartlett in the state semifinals. It was in the boys last year. Here's the pass inside Hudson. Hudson right hand. Too strong off the heel. And couldn't get the rebound afterwards. It was a good look. Just couldn't quite get it to fall.
I mean, this may be the most snake-bitten I've seen a Cookeville offense be in years. It is just great looks, the right plays, and the shots are just not going through the twine.
Bartlett's got 35 points. That's the most a team has had against this Cookeville defense with 4:36 to play in the third quarter in quite some time. Rickster a 3 on the way. Did miss that one short, but Jones the offensive board inside. And she traveled. So a turnover by Bartlett gives the basketball back to Cookeville with 4:28 remaining here in the third quarter. Dirksen is out. Allie Gillis comes back in. Faye Williams will check in for Bartlett as well. And checking out will be Ward. So Cookeville has Charlie Roby, Carolee Gilbert, Macy Hudson, Callie Reeder, and Allie Gillis, the 5 on the floor. A starting lineup that they have thrown out there this season. Carolee Gilbert inside, back up top, Charlie Roby. Deep 3 on the way and rattles home. First made 3 of the day goes to Charlie Roby. And guess what? She's into double figures for a 5th straight game.
Now go get a stop. Cookeville needs a turnover and go the other way.
35-22. Jones catches top of the key, throws to Woods on the left wing. 4:03 to go, third quarter.
Good
Hudson
defense,
pokes it away.
Hudson.
And out of bounds. It's going to stay with Bartlett. I couldn't see the official down there. He's blocked out by some of the players.
Good defense by Macy Hudson on that low block. She's outsized like usual. It doesn't matter. She's so strong in there. And now Allie Gillis going to warn the low block.
Rickster, a hard push off with the elbow. Now throws an elbow and a foul called on Allie Gillis. So Gillis will pick up her second. with 3:57 to go, third quarter, and that is a big mismatch. Richter is almost a whole head taller than Allie Gillis.
And Allie's right back there, hands up. Richter gives her a little push. The refs should stop it right now, but they're not because they're on a different planet than the rest of us.
Inbound to Williams. Reeder actually got a hand on it. Williams puts it up. Great defense by Callie Reeder. Cookeville's got the basketball after the miss. 3:50 to go, third quarter. They trail by 13, closest they've had it in some time. Here's Charlie Roby with the basketball, 35-22. Bartlett leads. Hudson on the left wing into the corner. Reeder, she's going to try the three. It's off the front side of the iron, and the rebound down to the Lady Panthers. Woods pushing the other way in transition. Poke free from behind by Roby and out of bounds. And it stays with Bartlett underneath the basket on the right baseline with 3:33 to go, third quarter.
That was where Callie Reeder hit the dagger last year for Pickett County in the state championship game. I had a little deja vu, but it didn't go. Still, you got one stop, parlay it into another one. You're still in the basketball game. Got to keep playing.
Bartlett inbounds from the right baseline, throws to Bailey, top of the key. Move it on the right wing. Here's Woods with the basketball now for the Lady Panthers on offense. They throw it into the post for Jones inside, who puts it up and in. Just back down the post defender. There's really no post defender out there other than Macy Hudson on the floor right now for the Lady Cavaliers as Callie Reeder came off. Carolee Gilbert driving, looking inside, right-hand scoop shot, no good again. Gillis hits the deck, rebound fought for, and now a tie-up. And we've got a jump ball that's going to belong to Bartlett the other way. There is a player down and hurt for the Lady Panthers. Looks like Woods is a little bit shaken up, and she will hop up. 3:05 to play here in the third quarter. It is Bartlett basketball. They lead by 15, 37-22.
And when the second Callie Reeder went out of the game, into the low block, turn, power step, into the shot.
It's the first break she's had all game long. She's still on the bench right now. 3 minutes to go, third quarter.
It cannot last long for Cookeville.
Here's Bailey, top of the key, throw it inside. Jones and McLeod pokes it away from Bailey. Now Roby on the run in transition. Roby with the left hand inside, puts it up and is fouled. Charlie Roby's going to the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for two. Richter picks up the foul. It's her third, make it her second.
It's a great play by Kendall McLeod because Charlie Roby's given up about 1 foot and 100 pounds in that low block, and that's where they were going for. McLeod gets the tip. And now we'll see if Cookeville can cut it back to 13.
They got the foul on Akaya Woods. That is her third, and Woods throws her hands up in the air like, what did I do? Because she wasn't in on the play.
It's a good point. It's a good question.
It's actually on Richter. We'll see if they fix it. Woods
they will not.
Was very confused. Roby hits the first and hits the second, goes 2 for 2.
We watched a lot of games in this state tournament. They will not.
So Woods has 3 fouls. That's big. 37-24, 2:43 to go. She leads him in scoring with 12 points and a turnover. McLeod with the basketball and blocked, and that's the 4th foul on Akaya Woods because she just had Richter's foul attributed to her on the last foul.
And the Cookeville students are giving it to her from the first row of the bleachers. That's big. Kendall McLeod got a gift. The ball just popped right into her hands, and she wasted no time getting on the floor now. Make 2 free throws. Cut this thing to 11. Here they come.
37-24. McLeod at the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line with 2:38 to play in the third quarter, and she rattles home the first points of this state semifinal for Kendall McLeod. And checking out will be Woods with those 4 fouls. Again, she leads him in scoring with 12 points. The only player in double figures right now for the Lady Panthers. Of course, they've had a very balanced attack with those 37 points.
They're in a big hole right now, but you can kind of feel it. That swag returning a little bit, and now the fans start to come to their feet. This is a pivotal moment for Cookeville if they want to come back in this one.
Bartlett able to break the press as Bartlett leads 37-26. They almost turned it over. Bailey driving inside, goes up with the left hand and got it to fall over the front side of the iron. And a timeout taken by the Lady Panthers is a 30-second timeout. So the free throws answered by a bucket by Anaya Bailey. It's 39-26, a 13-point game with 2:24 remaining here in the third quarter. Parents and caregivers, the best defense starts at home. Take a timeout to talk with your youth about the dangers of substance misuse. Talk, they hear you. For important resources, including conversation tips, visit powerofputnam.org. Noah, Lady Cavaliers got a little momentum going right now.
And you are seeing it start to change to now they're not hurting themselves. The equation shifts. You're in a big hole. So now not only do you have to keep making your free throws, keep making the easy ones, you're going to start to making some tough shots, and you got to continue to turn over this Bartlett team in the half court because that margin for error shrinks the longer it stays at 13. And if they hit a 3, all this work you've done to get back in it, you're down 16 again. So you cannot relent at all. You need now 10 minutes of maximum effort.
Charlie Roby easily breaks the man-to-man press. Roby in the middle of the lane for two. Banks it off the window, rattles around and down. Charlie Roby having herself a career night, able to get another bucket to go. And now Bailey in a double team in the backcourt, trying to bring it across. Finally brings it across the timeline into the front court. The defenders left her, and now she's fouled in the middle of the lane, and 2 shots coming for Anaya Bailey at the line with 2:03 to play, third quarter.
That's exactly what Jamie Gillis is saying, is why do we have spotlights on? Okay, we're good. I was getting blinded down here on press row. They lost her. She spun out of the double team in the backcourt. They went into the front court, and nobody stayed with her. And by the time they got there, it's too late, and you have to commit the foul.
Anaya Bailey knocks down the first of 2 free throws. That foul called on Kendall McLeod. It's her first. Here in the third quarter with 2:03 to go, it is the team's second. Foul trouble hasn't been an issue for the Lady Cavaliers tonight. Haven't been called for too many. Second free throw, rattles good for Anaya Bailey. She's played really well.
I mean, you feel good about everything on the stat sheet for Cookeville except the shooting percentage. They're rebounding well. They're playing solid defense. They're not fouling. The other team's fouling a lot, and that shooting percentage tells the story.
They're still cutting into the lead. They're outscoring Bartlett 13-12 in the quarter. 1:56 remaining third quarter. Here's Carolee Gilbert, top of the key on offense for the Cavaliers. Drives inside, off the window, couldn't get it to fall. Just threw it up there, and then she commits a foul. That's going to be her third. Tried to take it away from Williams, who had the rebound inside. A very physical rebound. And Carolee Gilbert picks it up.
The crowd doesn't like it, but that is the correct call again.
I don't know if they wanted that on Allie Gillis.
They did. Well, they did because she's more limited on offense today than Carolee is. Callie Reeder tried to get to the table but wasn't there in time.
1:45 to go third quarter. 13-point lead for the Lady Panthers as the Lady Cavaliers continue to try to make the comeback. Here's Bailey on the left wing for Bartlett. In a double team. Lost the basketball, loose on the ground, stolen away. Gilbert comes up with it.
Great play by Allie Gillis. She swiped down on it and got all ball.
Here is Gillis on the right wing, trying to drive inside on Williams. Throws it up, couldn't get the finish. Hudson the rebound, going back up, and no good on the retry. Williams the rebound, and she is fouled again underneath. That is the 4th team foul on the Lady Cavaliers here in the quarter.
And it is 2 more. One's a really tough look. Then the next one, it's a great look, and it didn't go. The story of the game.
24% from the field are the Lady Cavaliers. 10 for 41. And they're down by 13 here in the state semifinals. Again, they haven't played a bad basketball game at all. They just haven't hit the shots. And a lot of them have come inside. 1:17 to play here, third quarter. Bartlett basketball after the foul call on Allie Gillis. Here's Bailey, top of the key for the Lady Panthers. 1:10 remaining. In this third frame, still a 13-point game. Bailey in a double team, bounce pass over to Sheffield. Sheffield trying to drive on Dirksen up that left baseline side, and that's going to be the 15th foul called on the Lady Cavaliers. And the first on tonight, Dirksen. The Lady Cavaliers don't like it.
She absolutely fouled her. It was a late whistle, too. She fouled her twice. Bumped into her once, bumped into her twice. Then the Bartlett player cleared her out with her arm. And at that point, they called Dirksen for the foul, which is what the people see and don't like, but they could have gotten her a couple of times.
So going to the line will be Kaylin Sheffield for the first time tonight. She sits with 4 points. The lefty at the stripe lets it fly on the first and knocks it home.
Again, done all this work. You're playing pretty well. You're playing hard, and the lead has not changed. You're back down 14.
Yep. Now it's tied up in the quarter, 13-13. Sheffield will have a second free throw. And Bartlett able to build their lead here in this third quarter. It's 43-28. 1 minute remaining in the third frame. Charlie Roby brings it across the timeline. Handoff right back to Roby on the give and go, and blocked by Williams on the help side. Stays with the Lady Cavaliers underneath. 52 seconds to play in this third quarter. They trail by 15, trail by as many as 16 in this ball game. McLeod on the left baseline. They've cut it down to 10. Inbound Reeder, free throw line jumper is good. Callie Reeder able to get her first field goal of the ball game to make it a 13-point game again. 45 seconds to go third quarter. Lady Cavaliers trying to bring a little pressure. Bailey throws it ahead. Dirksen pokes it away, but out of bounds. And it'll stay with Bartlett right at half court on the far sideline.
I wonder if you may see a little bit more of that. Callie Reeder starting to stretch the floor. She can shoot it, and that may be one of those things that slides under the radar a little bit for Bartlett in this limited tape study that you can do in a day.
43-30. Bartlett across into the front court. Dirksen got a hand on the basketball, but Sheffield's got it on the drive. Out to Williams for a three try. That one off the mark. Rebound tipped around.
Grab it.
Still loose and into the hands of Bailey for the Lady Panthers. 3 on the way from the wing. In and out, no, but another offensive board and a foul called, but we're going the other way. It's a foul called on Bartlett. It's going on Harmony Brooks, her second. And Cookeville will have the basketball with 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, trailing by 13.
Thank you very much. She's a foot taller and got called for over the back. I appreciate that one.
And then Charlie Roby will be fouled. That is going to be the team's 5th foul. This will be free throws here for Charlie Roby.
Great sequence for Cookeville. Get 2 free throws, be down 11. Got to go get a stop on the other end. But you cut into it a little bit if you're able to convert here. And it's this or it's one that you want at the free throw line the rest of the way for Cookeville, Charlie Roby and Carolee Gilbert.
16.3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The junior Charlie Roby steps to the free throw line, having a great night tonight. 14 points and missed the first free throw short from the Sonja Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. Leading the way offensively for the Lady Cavaliers. Lady Cavaliers are now 7 of 10 from the line. 16.3 seconds still to go in the third frame. Second free throw is good for Charlie Roby.
Good adjustment by Charlie.
12-point lead for the Lady Panthers. 15 seconds to go. They've got the basketball. Bailey, full court pass up ahead. And on the opposite block, they lost it out of bounds. That is going to Cookeville with 9.7 seconds here in the third. They tried to throw it ahead, and Allie Gillis got just enough on it, and then it was last touched by a Lady Panther. Still time here for the Lady Cavaliers.
That's a foul.
And inbound, knocked out of bounds by Rickster. She went over Charlie Roby. 8.7 seconds still on the clock. Got to go the length of the court. They inbound to Charlie Roby. She's racing ahead, right past the defense. 6 seconds. Roby in the middle of the paint. Roby to the basket, blocked away. And the rebound down into the hands of Bartlett. And a foul called on the Lady. No, jump ball. They changed it to a jump ball.
Well, that's fantastic for Cookeville because that gives them the arrow going into the fourth quarter. And I thought they fouled her. So
Zero.
fantastic.
He did throw a fist in the air, and then he changed it. And it was a jump ball. 0.8 for Bartlett, and they just inbound the basketball. So, Lady Cavaliers do chip away, but they're down by 12 as we enter the fourth. 43-31, you're listening to the Class 4A State Semifinals presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators, call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Getting started here in the fourth quarter, and the Lady Cavaliers started with the basketball first, trailing 43-31. Here's Roby at the free throw line, driving, throws it up, missed it. And the rebound down to Rickster for the Lady Panthers. Pressure by the Lady Cavaliers in the backcourt on Bailey. Roby and Dirksen there. Throw it ahead to Woods. Bartlett into the front court. Woods throws it up. Missed it strong. Rebound fought for. Falling to the ground with the basketball in her hands is Williams. It'll be a travel and a turnover back to the Lady Cavaliers. So, again, the Lady Cavaliers cut into the lead in that third quarter, outscoring Bartlett 16-14. The only quarter that they have obviously outscored them, as they went down at the half by 14 points.
Well, 16 points in the quarter also outscores their entire first half output. So they're starting to get after a little bit on offense. They're playing very hard in this game, just missing some gimmies, and then they're facing a really good Bartlett team as well.
Again, struggling shooting percentage-wise, 24% on the day. Bartlett at 50. Here's Carolee Gilbert at the elbow on offense. Kick to Hudson on the right wing for a three try. That one's too strong, no good. Rebound tipped around and in the hands of Jones. Dirksen had a hand on it, but couldn't pull it down. Bartlett basketball, 7 minutes to play here in the semifinals. You've got to give a tip of the cap to the Lady Cavaliers, though. They have not gone away quietly. Down by 12.
No question about it. They're playing hard throughout.
Backdoor cut. Rickster inside, and that's a great foul by Kendall McLeod. Had to get back in front, come down on the basketball. McLeod picks up her second, and Rickster will be going to the line for the Lady Panthers with 6:51 remaining here in the fourth.
At this point now with 6:51, you got to make your gimmies, need a couple of threes to go, and somebody's got to put on the cape for Cookeville. Whether it's Charlie Roby, Carolee Gilbert, a Callie Reeder, somebody's got to go ballistic to give yourselves a chance to win this game.
They need the Lady Panthers to miss something. It doesn't matter where it's from.
True.
They're 50% from the field, 43% from downtown, and now 6 for 7 from the free throw line after Zoe Rickster made the first. She'll have a second one coming. And that one in and out, no good. Good box out by Callie Reeder underneath for the rebound. 6:50 to go in the ball game. 13-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Carolee Gilbert was wide open. They couldn't get it over there. Here's Charlie Roby in the middle of the court. Out near the top of the key, now backs it up to the circle. Tonight, Erkson on the right wing after the bounce pass, looking inside. Reeder trying to post up. Hudson comes to the top of the key, gets a screen, drives in. Elbow jumper on the way is good by Macy Hudson.
Really nice finish by Macy Hudson. Found the soft spot, didn't just try to barrel into the lane. Rise up and hit a jumper.
It's an 11-point game, closest it's been in quite some time. Jones on the left wing for Bartlett, back on offense. 6:17 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bailey out near the half-court line, being guarded tightly by Charlie Roby. Bailey will throw it to Rickster, or beg your pardon, Rickster with the basketball. Puts it on the deck. Now Williams. They've got 3 post players in, and they threw it out of bounds. It's going to be Cookeville basketball, down by 11 with 6:02 to go in the ball game. Allie Gillis is checking in for Callie Reeder.
And Callie Reeder right now, I think, is being counted on a lot on the defensive end. So you may see a little defense-offense for her to keep her a little bit fresher, but at some point, they're going to need her on offense as well to get some offensive rebounds and maybe step out and hit a deep one.
Lady Cavaliers trying to get it a little bit closer, down by 11. Here's Carolee Gilbert on the left wing for a 3. Try that one off the mark, missed it short. Never really had a great handle on the basketball. Bailey's got it, looking ahead as Woods was open at the other end. Now Rickster's got it down low, and they threw it out of bounds again. 2 possessions in a row. They've tried to throw it to the opposite post and threw it over their head.
I mean, really all night long, but especially in this second half, Bartlett is giving Cookeville opportunities. Feels like if they could apply some of their own pressure there, get them down to 8, 7, 6 points. Let's see if Bartlett breaks or not.
Dakar Ward is back into the ball game. Cookeville basketball, 5:35 to go. The clock becoming an issue, down by 11. Charlie Roby almost had it poked away, but a foul called on Nia Bailey.
And this is
the team's first.
A place where Bartlett's well scouted, because Roby loves to spin off of those screens and go back, but she's not getting deep enough right now, and Bailey's just sitting back, not taking the screen, and it's turning into contact or a near steal.
44-33, Bartlett leads, 5:28 to go, fourth quarter. They inbound to Gilbert with a basketball. She's got it on the left wing, trying to step back, now throws to Gillis. Gillis will try to drive on Rickster, gets to the middle of the lane, spins around, off to Hudson, middle of the lane, jumper, no good. Missed it wide right. Rebound ripped down by Ward, and somehow got it out of a triple team over to Bailey. Bailey pushing ahead in transition, tied up by Roby, and a foul whistled on Charlie Roby. Got a little bit too much of the arm that time.
Yeah, Cookeville's making their fouls count. They're not giving a lot of opportunities for and one so far. I'll give them that.
It's the second foul on Charlie Roby.
I mean, they've had several opportunities to cut this to single digits in the half and just have not been able to get that bucket to really get the crowd in it. I mean, there's 4 people here for Bartlett tonight. This is all Cookeville, but they haven't had much to get on their feet and really go nuts about yet.
They trailed 29-15 at halftime and been trying to chip away as much as they can here in the second half. And it is close as 11 points. Now back to a 12-point lead as Bailey hits the first free throw. Second one on the way. That one good as well. Bailey 4 for 4 now from the stripe. She's got 9 points in the game. The point guard, I don't think she's come out yet. Charlie Roby, the point guard for the Lady Cavaliers, in the middle of the lane, threw it off the window, and 2 strong. Toilet bowls out, no good.
She had Callie Reeder posted in that corner with nobody in the area code.
Rickster throws to Jones on the right wing. Skip pass now to Woods left side. 4:50 remaining in the ball game. It's a 13-point lead for the Lady Panthers. Double team comes to Bailey. Bailey on the top of the key, gives to Ward, into the corner, Rickster. And back to Ward again. 4:41 remaining here in the state semifinals. Ward drives off to Rickster, driving right baseline, gets underneath, threw it up, missed it. Rebound down Gilbert. Carolee Gilbert trying to push ahead, lost it, got it back. Still driving. Gilbert in transition will be fouled by Akia Woods, and that's her 5th. So Akia Woods is going to foul out of this ball game with 4:28 to play here in the fourth quarter. Unless they changed it. They may have changed it. They did change it. So that's her 4th. And a full timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers. 4:28 remaining in the ball game. 46-33 our score. Back after this on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back here in the Glass House, and we wouldn't be able to do this broadcast without Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate. You see her name, her logo right there on the screen. You can call her at 931-979-7145 or 931-526-9581 for all of your real estate dreams. She can make them come true. We appreciate her for being the presenting sponsor of Cookeville Lady Cavalier basketball all throughout the postseason here in the state tournament. McLeod inbounds to Roby. It's poked from behind out of the timeout. It'll stay with Cookeville underneath on the baseline. Tonight, Erkson and Macy Hudson now checking in. Can't believe they were supposed to be coming in defensively. Now they come in for offense.
They had the look they wanted out of the timeout. They've hit it twice already, Charlie Roby, and in the pass was just a tick late.
They inbound again from the right baseline. Roby's got it on the right wing. Dirksen catches in the post, now backs it up to the mid-range, off to McLeod. Dirksen again on the perimeter, trying to drive on Williams. Off to Hudson on the perimeter left side. Gilbert didn't let it fly, drives inside. Floater in the lane is good for Carolee Gilbert.
Thought she was going to trigger the three. It was a pretty good look. Maybe a little gun shy with all the misses, but then goes inside and gets the finish.
Back to an 11-point game, 4:05 to go here in the state semifinals. It has been a comeback effort all second half long, and they've continued to chip away, but that clock continuing to run. Here is Williams at the other end in the post. The turnaround is good by Faye Williams.
And that's just pure height, mix in some skill, nice turnaround jumper inside, and when they have as big of a lead, all they got to make is a couple of those, make their free throws, they're going to win.
Lady Cavaliers need some threes. Carolee Gilbert driving, left-hand runner, no, off wide left. Had Roby top of the key, now throw it ahead. Williams in transition, lost the basketball and turned it over. Kendall McLeod almost threw it out of bounds as Woods got a hand on the basketball. It'll stay with the Lady Cavaliers on the far sideline, right in front of the Bartlett bench. They're going to have to go about 80 feet the other way. Allie Gillis comes in for Carolee Gilbert. 3:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter, down by 13 points. Charlie Roby with the basketball has McLeod, Dirksen, Hudson, and Gillis on the floor with her. She'll bring it across the timeline as Cookeville's on offense, down by 13. Throw it to Allie Gillis here on the left wing. Into the corner, Dirksen. Back out to Gillis. And out of bounds. It'll stay right here in front of us. 3:15 remaining.
No shot
with the
out?
Lady Cavaliers. I was there too.
Who caught it?
You did.
Thank you. They can't see.
Charlie Roby, top of the key, driving in off the window, no. Rebound tipped around, fighting for it, Gillis, and ripped down by Williams. A foul called on Allie Gillis.
I'm perplexed at the moment with Carolee Gilbert and Callie Reeder being out of the game right now. With 3:08 to go, down 13.
Down 13, 3:08 remaining. It's Bartlett basketball. Full court pressure here for Cookeville, trying to inbound it to Jones. She catches a tough inbounds pass across the timeline. It goes to Rickster. And now Bailey with the basketball. 3 minutes to go. Carolee Gilbert heading back to the scorer's table. Callie Reeder still on the bench. Down by 13. Good defense by McLeod. Bailey got away at the last second from a 5-second violation. Here is Rickster on the right wing. Rickster will give top of the key to Williams. Down low to Jones. Jones puts it up and finishes for two. Samaya Jones, a good finish, has 10 points in the ball game. It's back to a 15-point advantage. Here's Roby at the other end. Missed it in the lane. Rebound down to Williams. Bartlett basketball, 2.5 to go. That one may have been the dagger for the Lady Panthers. Rickster with it now on offense. Back to Bailey. Lady Cavaliers got to think about fouling now.
Down 15, I don't know if you even do that.
Bailey driving, will be fouled by Kendall McLeod. That's her third.
You certainly play aggressive defense, but intentionally fouling down 15 is how you lose by 25 points.
2:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and Bartlett has been really good at the line, 8 for 10. And how about Samaya Jones tonight? We mentioned the rebounding would be a big factor in this ball game. It's now 37-24 in favor of Bartlett. It was only a 2-point disadvantage for the Lady Cavaliers in the first half. And a big reason why Samaya Jones has 14 rebounds in the ball game. Stolen away by Roby. Charlie Roby the other way for the Lady Cavaliers. Woods on her, cut the block. Rebound by Roby, back up and in. Charlie Roby with 17 points tonight. That's a season high. 37 to 50, 50 to 37 the score. And another turnover by Bartlett. Charlie Roby, free throw line, stops, 10-foot floater, good again. And a timeout taken by the Lady Cavaliers. Back to an 11-point game with 1:52 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll keep it right here and let you know our game today presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate. Once again, we appreciate her for making this broadcast possible not only today but yesterday as well. And maybe if the Lady Cavaliers can make the miraculous comeback down 11 with 1:52 remaining in the state semifinals, tomorrow in the championship as well. Again, the winner of this game will play the winner of Bradley Central and Bearden in the 4A state championship game tomorrow evening at 6:30. Coming up tomorrow, we're already going to be here for two games. Van Buren County against Greenfield in the 1A state championship game at 11 o'clock in the morning. Game after that, York Institute and Westview. That's going to be a really fun one in the 2A championship game.
That is the best game on the board, period, full stop, tomorrow. And the reality is, for Cookeville, you just got to keep playing defense, see if you get a few gifts to make it really interesting. This is the state championship game. You're not really worried about tomorrow, no matter what.
It'll be Heritage and
Northview Academy.
Northview Academy in that championship of the 3A. Northview Academy knocking off Dyersburg in the game before this. It'll be Bartlett basketball out of the timeout. 1:52 to go in the ball game. Woods inbounds Jones in a double team. Got it back to Woods. We'll bring it ahead. 1:48 to go. Down by 11 are the Lady Cavaliers. Bailey's got it now. Throws to Jones. That's who you want to foul. She got it away and threw it out of bounds. It'll be Lady Cavalier basketball with 1:40 to go in the ball game. Callie Reeder still on the bench and has been for some time. Kendall McLeod now at the scores table. Charlie Roby across the timeline on offense. Drives inside. Roby left hand. She got fouled. They let it go and out of bounds. And it's staying with Cookeville underneath.
I'm okay with no call there. She goes straight up into the air. There's contact. She's just real big inside. And you go in there, you have to wear a little bit of it.
92 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's an 11-point lead for Bartlett. Cookeville basketball underneath on the right baseline. Throw it into Hudson and around to McCarter. Back to Carolee Gilbert. Fakes the three, steps back, flies it away. It's going to be way short. Rebound, though, to Kendall McLeod. She'll pull it back out on the perimeter. She'll let it fly. That one's off the mark. Hudson the rebound. Back up, no, but a foul. And Macy Hudson will be at the Sonja Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line with 80 seconds to go in the ball game. So the foul whistled on Bartlett is going on Zoe Richter. Macy Hudson at the line for two tries, down by 11.
They're not going to give up.
Hudson cannot connect on the first. And a full timeout taken by the Lady Panthers. 1:20 remaining here in the ball game, 50 to 39 our score. We'll step aside, back and we'll keep it right here in the Glass House.
We're not stepping aside with 1:20 to go in the state tournament. We're going to keep it right here. God knows we need to talk more.
Bartlett here in the last 2 minutes, 35 seconds, 4 turnovers. Cookeville has cut the lead to 11. That's as close as they have had it here in the second half, and it's been a couple of times. 1:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter. A free throw here would make it a 10-point ball game. There are 4 team fouls right now on the Lady Cavaliers.
They're playing hard. They're forcing turnovers. It's been the story the entire second half, and it started to balloon up. It was a 15-point game, now down to 14. You need to make the free throw, and then you got to get after it again. If you could cut it to 6 with 40-ish seconds to go, you can flirt with something here. But still, the single-digit kind of bar feels like the ceiling that they haven't been able to break through. If they get through that, who knows what will happen.
50 to 39, Bartlett leads by 11. 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cookeville at the line. It's Macy Hudson at the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Missed the first free throw, and we'll have a second one coming up. Out of the timeout taken by the Lady Panthers. Second free throw from Hudson is good. So it's a 10-point game, closest it has been here in the second half. 1:20 to go, and a foul called on Macy Hudson. That's going to be her first. It is the team's 5th. And it will send Sheffield to the line for 2 shots.
I misattributed a foul on the scoreboard. My apologies.
So Bartlett in the bonus with 1:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to send Sheffield to the line, who has not missed. She's 2 for 2. And again, I mentioned it, 8 for 10 from the line. The Lady Panthers, they're going to earn this victory. 51% from the field. They hit those 6 threes in the first half. Haven't hit one yet in the second half, but the rebounding has turned into an issue here in the second half for the Lady Cavaliers.
It was 5 threes in the first quarter, so they've done a much better job there, but then it kind of flipped to what we worried about, which was that size. A missed free throw, that helps.
Sheffield misses the first. Another big number. Bartlett has 22 turnovers in the ball game, and only 10 for the Lady Cavaliers.
Cookeville has not played poorly. They've just shot poorly. Other than that, they've done what they needed to give themselves a chance.
Still at 25% from the field and are 1 of 14 from downtown. 2 misses at the line. Rebound lost out of bounds.
Yep.
And it's staying underneath with Bartlett.
He was tipped
Last
off
touch by Macy Hudson. So another missed opportunity for the Lady Cavaliers to secure the rebound. 1:15 to go, fourth quarter. It'll be Bartlett basketball underneath their own basket on the right baseline in a 10-point game. Winner going to the championship tomorrow at 6:30 against the winner of Bradley Central and Bearden.
Bradley Central.
Woods will inbounds. Having some troubles, throws it up top. It gets away. Bailey tracks it down, and a foul called on Lily McCarter. So McCarter picks up her second, and Anaya Bailey now stepping to the line for 2 shots in a 10-point ball game with 1:13 to go. Bartlett leading by those 10 points. Bailey is 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight.
If you get the gift of misses, you better get that rebound.
They got the 2 misses the last time Sheffield was at the line, but that one is made, and it's back to an 11-point lead for the Lady Panthers of Bartlett with 1:13 to go. 51-40. Cookeville, again, they have not gone away all second half long. They trailed by 14 at halftime, really struggled to score, and it bared down defensively here in the second half. Second free throw good from Bailey at the line. Back to a 12-point lead, 1:12 to go in the ball game. Cookeville trails. They've got the basketball and lost it, but a foul called. And that is going to be the team's 4th on the Lady Panthers. Woods down on the ground, shaken up again. Foul called on the floor. It's going. Called it 30. There's no 30 on the floor.
Maybe 31.
They called on 12. That's on Woods. That's her 5th. So Akia Woods will now foul out of the ball game. Again, she had that foul attributed to her earlier. That was on Rickster. So Woods will come out. That is her 5th. It is 2 free throws for Charlie Roby at the line with 69 seconds remaining here in the state semifinals. And the Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line.
And the officials are lining up at the free throw line, which is not free throws.
It is not free throws, yeah, you're correct. That's only the 4th team foul.
Yes, the officials are
The
lining
foul
up
was
there,
called
though.
on the floor.
Welcome to the state tournament, where the best teams have not the best refs. When the girls are better at basketball than the officials are at officiating, you have chaos every game.
And they do figure it out, so it is called on the floor. They will take it out of bounds along the baseline. So it'll be Cookeville basketball underneath. That is only the 4th team foul. Next one will put them at the line. 1:09 to go in the ball game. Down by 12 of the Lady Cavaliers. They get it into Roby on the perimeter. Roby trying to drive on Rickster. Roby with the left hand is fouled, and she will now be at the line for 2 shots. This one a shooting foul, but it also puts them in the bonus.
We are 100% certain this is going to be 2 free throws for Charlie Roby. Again, they're playing. Charlie Roby's played her tail off this entire postseason. I mean, that's her 24th shot. 23rd shot of the game.
She's got 19 right now and misses the first one short. Lady Cavaliers have struggled in the 4th quarter from the stripe.
They haven't been able to get to single digits. It just has not, that pressure that comes with that stat, they have not been able to find it.
20 points on the day for Charlie Roby. It's an 11-point lead for Bartlett. 1:05 to go 4th quarter. They're counting. That's a 5-second call. And they let it go. And now we've got a stepping out of bounds called on the Lady Panthers right in front of us. It'll be Cookeville basketball. 62 seconds to go. Callie Reeder coming back into the ball game now for Cookeville. Dirksen comes out.
Defense, offense.
1:02 to go. Down by 11. They need a 3. They need it now. McLeod will inbound to Charlie Roby. Roby will take the 3. Roby in and out. It went halfway down. I don't know how it didn't go down. Bailey the rebound for Bartlett. They've got the basketball on offense. Down low to Williams, and that's up and in for two.
Dagger.
54-41, 45 seconds to play. Hudson got open at the other end and put it in for two, and a timeout on the floor taken by the Lady Cavaliers is a 30-second timeout. 41 seconds to go in the ball game, and they've got the score wrong on the scoreboard. It's 54-43, right?
It is.
Okay. So they get it figured out. 54-43, 41 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It will be Bartlett basketball. Lady Cavaliers had it as close as 10. Looks like that might be as close as they get it unless they get maybe a turnover here late, but only 41 seconds to play.
And again, they forced 23 turnovers in this game. They've only turned the ball over 10 times themselves, but the shooting percentage is at 25%, and that is increased in the second half of this game. Ultimately, that will be the entire story of this game for Cookeville. Played pretty well against a really good team, have nothing to be ashamed of, just did not shoot the ball particularly well in this ball game.
They're struggling to get it in, does Bartlett, and that's a 5-second call, so another turnover by Bartlett. 41 seconds to play. They have timeouts remaining. They've got 3 left.
They went to trying to pass it to somebody else, which you could do, but they did that at 4.5 seconds. Yeah. So
it'll be Cookeville basketball down by 11, 41 seconds to go. Inbound Gilbert, downtown for 3, missed it short again. That's the story of the night. Rebound tipped around. Gilbert's got it for Cookeville. 30 seconds to go. Gilbert inside, throws it up, missed it, blocked away, and a foul called on the Lady Cavaliers now. Rickster almost kind of threw a hand at Macy Hudson there late. The official right there in front of it. Macy Hudson picks up the foul. It's her second. And Zoe Rickster will now head to the line for Bartlett with 29 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter for 2 shots.
Ultimately, still an unbelievable run. And Cookeville will be hungry. They will not be satisfied with this, but not many people had Cookeville back in the state tournament this year. Then they lost to Stewart's Creek, and the sky was falling. Then they lost against Lebanon, and you went, they may not make it out of the region. Not only did they make it out of the region, they win the region. They turn around. They get that victory yesterday over Lincoln County, avenge a regular season loss. I mean, it's a tremendous season for a Cookeville team that still at its core is the core of juniors who are going to be entering their senior season with a huge chip on their shoulder. They'll have to replace some big-time seniors, but nothing to hang your hats about if you're Cookeville.
55-43, 1 for 2 from the striper. Obi misses it hard off the window. Hudson the putback, no, and the rebound down to Bartlett. 19 seconds to go. Cookeville still playing tough defense. Bartlett moving the ball around. Bailey's got it. We'll see if they foul, and they... 10-second call?
10-second violation.
10-second violation. So 10 seconds to go, and it is a 10-second violation called on the Lady Panthers. That seemed quick. But Cookeville will get the basketball back with 10.3 seconds to play. They'll take it out right in front of us in the front court. Down by 12 with 10 seconds to go. Bartlett knows they're moving on. Carolee Gilbert's got the basketball. Gives to Hudson. Hudson tries a 3.
Come on.
It will not go. 3 seconds to go, and they can just dribble it out. Final score today, 55-43. The Lady Cavaliers season comes to a close, and the Lady Panthers back to the state championship game for the 3rd year in a row. What a win for the Lady Panthers, and what a fight for the Lady Cavaliers.
Tremendous fight by the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers today. Out-heighted at every position. Taller than them by the opponent, but it didn't matter. They came in here. They played really well in this ball game. The one area they didn't is they didn't shoot it well, and Bartlett waving at the student section from Cookeville. You're going to lose by 50 tomorrow, so congratulations. Enjoy your party with your 13 fans in attendance. Have some class. Get out of here. Cookeville, nothing to hang their hats about. Unlike the performance by them after the conclusion, it's a really good Bartlett basketball team that'll be in the state championship game for the 3rd straight year, and again, we'll lose to Bradley Central by 45 points. Bradley Prep Institute, I guess I should say. For Cookeville, though, you got to take the positives out of this experience. Right now, it sucks. They are not – the expectation for Cookeville is not to make the Final Four. They're trying to finally get a gold ball into the trophy case, and that's a testament to the job Jamie Gillis has done with this program because they are – hungry to win it, and they are capable of winning it, especially once that Bradley Prep Institute team moves on. For Cookeville, though, they played Cookeville basketball tonight. They played super hard. They played a physical brand of basketball. They did not shy away from a good opponent. It just didn't go through the twine tonight, and that's the nature of this sport. Sometimes you don't make the shots, and that was the case for Cookeville.
The Cookeville Lady Cavaliers fall to Bartlett tonight in the state semifinals, 55-43. The final score today is the Bartlett players going down to the tunnel, still blowing kisses to the student section for the Cookeville students underneath the basket. To our left, what a comeback fight for the Lady Cavaliers in that second half. Down by 14 at halftime, 29-15. Got it as close as 10 in that fourth quarter, but couldn't quite cut it any closer than that in that fourth frame as they fall tonight 55-43. Some of these final stats, Charlie Roby finishes with 20 points in the ball game. That is a season high, and I'm going to go ahead and say that's a career high. I don't know that for sure, but I think I can say that with a good amount of confidence for Charlie Roby. She leads the way in scoring for the Lady Cavaliers. Macy Hudson has 12, the only other player in double figures. Big number, Carolee Gilbert, only 6 points tonight, 0 for 6 from downtown. 3 points for Callie Reeder and 2 points for Kendall McLeod. And again, big story tonight. Lady Cavaliers played some good basketball, but just 24% shooting from the field.
Yeah, and you know, the thing that jumps out to you, though, for Cookeville, they still got 31 rebounds in this game. Carolee Gilbert, the shortest girl on the floor, 6 total rebounds. Macy Hudson added 7. Callie Reeder got you 6. So, again, they got after it. This is the nature of this game. And we talk all the time about state tournament. We don't talk all the time about state championship contenders because it is so hard to win here. We win a lot of state championships in the Upper Cumberland, but especially in this top 4A classification, back when it was 3, the 3A classification, it is tough because once you're here, everybody's really good, and the game changes when you get under these big lights. You're on the regulation college floor, which Cookeville's floor is regulation, but then it's an open-air gym. It just changes things, and sometimes you don't shoot the ball well. They made shots in their last game against Lincoln County. They didn't make a ton of shots today. 1 for 17 from 3. If you told me that before the game, I say Cookeville loses. Doesn't matter what the other stats were, which were all fairly solid for the Lady Cavs. The turnover margin was perfect for them, 25-10. You shoot 1 for 17 from 3 in the Murphy Center in the 4A state tournament. It's tough to win, but that doesn't mean your season wasn't a success.
Only 16 points off of those 25 turnovers for the Bartlett Lady Panthers as well. On the other side for Bartlett, they were led by Akia Woods with 12 points, 11 from Anaya Bailey and 10 from Samaya Jones. Who are you going with? The Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game here in the state semifinals.
It ain't going to be from Bartlett. I'll tell you after what happened there. A couple of shout-outs. Number one, Charlie Roby, if we're going just on tonight's contest, 20 points. I mean, she put on the cake. She gave her team a chance, just couldn't get anybody else to really make a big shot down the stretch in that game, but 20 points, 5 of 7 at the free throw line as well. And how about this senior class? You can speak to it. You've been with them now for 2 years calling Cookeville's games. This senior class, they added a new one in Callie Reeder who fit in perfectly with this group. A big-time senior class, maybe not the superstars, but they're not here without Macy Hudson and the rest of these seniors in the way that they played over the last 4 years.
Yeah, Macy Hudson, Lily McCarter, and Kendall McLeod able to pave the way. They made this state semifinal round 3 out of their 4 years. Just an absolutely incredible run for those seniors. Then you mentioned it, Callie Reeder as well. She's been to the state tournament 3 out of 4 years, winning a state title last year with Pickett County, back in it this year as well, and then obviously joining Cookeville there in the middle of the season. And for the Lady Cavaliers, they still got an undefeated streak going at home. They're going to try to continue that next season. And a lot of those juniors coming back that have started to continue this tradition for the Cookeville Lady Cavaliers.
Well, and what you've seen from what Coach Gillis has talked about, and one thing is clear, this is a program now. This was not just a dream team, right? If that was the case, the last time they came here, that was going to be it with Cassie Gallagher and Jordan Gillis. I mean, those are big-time names in Cookeville history. It's now a program that Jamie Gillis has built in Central Putnam County. You expect them to continue to have opportunity after opportunity to be here. It's tough in this class. It's especially tough in their current region. The new district, going to be tough. Lincoln County, back-to-back state tournament appearances. Coffee County. Brutal. I mean,
Shelbyville.
The route is not easy, but those teams, as I said pregame, it's not only Cookeville has to now play Coffee County and Lincoln County in the district, those teams have to play Cookeville in their district as well.
Great season for the Lady Cavaliers. Falls in the state semifinals. Once again, final score of, that's a halftime score, 55-43, the final score. And for the Lady Cavaliers tonight, They finished their season with a record of 25-8 this year. Great season for the Lady Cavaliers, 3 out of 4 years in the state semifinals. But that's going to do it for us tonight. Coming up tomorrow, 2 championship games possible for the Upper Cumberland. Van Buren County taking on Greenfield in that 1A state championship game. What would be the first state title in the history of Van Buren County High School, no matter the sport. Would be an absolutely phenomenal story in that second game. That game's at 11. In the second game at 1:30, York Institute trying to get back at Westview. Of course, they've played them a couple times here in the state tournament already. It's a very good Westview team. York Institute has a very good player in Reese Beatty, who had 31-10-4 today in the semifinals. They will take on Westview in that great 2-3 zone coming up at 1:30 tomorrow. Website coverage, photos, videos, live updates from both of those championship games coming up tomorrow at 11 in the morning for Van Buren County and 1:30 in the afternoon for York Institute. Of course, there is some nasty weather on the way. Stay weather aware. Tune in to our friend Anthony Taylor at Upper Cumberland Weather early in the morning tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, and throughout the day tomorrow on Saturday as well.
Broadcast coverage next week of the boys state tournament. We'll have broadcast coverage of Pickett County and Upperman, website coverage of both of those, along with the Jackson County Blue Devils. State tournament for girls ends tomorrow, but we are back at the Murphy Center beginning next Wednesday for another great slate of coverage.
Appreciate you tuning in today. Today's broadcast has been presented by Sonja Brown with American Way Real Estate. Make sure you give her a lot of love for making this broadcast possible. We surely appreciate it. For Noah McKay, I'm Jacob Vincent saying so long from the Murphy Center.